Hey guys, Sean T. Phillips here with a brand new DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Taking to go out, see what things came out today, see what things are on sale, probably go to a thrift store or two as well. Also, at the end of this video, Paramount sent over all the release editions of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 2 Out of the Shadows. So there's all the different ones in here. So I'm going to show you these ones at the end of the video and do a little unboxing on them. Also going to have a couple new DVD and Blu-ray reviews as well at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So anyway though guys, let's get going and see what we can find today. Into Target we go. And like I said, the big thing that came out today was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, and I'm going to be showing a full unboxing of all these editions at the end of this video. The other thing that came out today was, Neighbors 2. And this has in here the exclusive only at Target bonus content on this one. So not sure what the exclusive bonus stuff is on this one. This one was okay. Didn't absolutely love it, and it doesn't have an unrated cut of this one, because I'm pretty sure the first movie had, an unrated cut on the film. And the other one that came out today was, the Free State of Jones, which I have not seen this one. Let me know if you guys have seen this one, how this one is. Have not heard too much about this one, but definitely am interested in it. Let me know if it's worth checking out or not. And some of the other things that came out today was, Modern Family, the complete 7th season, and only ever really watched a few episodes of this show. Before what I've seen though, it wasn't bad. And then the other thing today was Criminal Minds Beyond Borders. This is, the complete first season of this one. Have never seen this one though, so don't know how good this one is. And I know it's one of the spin-off Criminal Minds ones. And I think this might have been today as well. Scorpion Season 2. And I think Quantico was last week, I'm pretty sure. And they have this only at Target release of, Beauty and the Beast. This one that comes in this book. And it comes with, a 32-page storybook. So that's a pretty cool one. So this is one of the, exclusive to Target releases of Beauty and the Beast, which came out today as well. And the other thing today was, Labyrinth. This is the 30th anniversary edition. I'm going to be reviewing this one at the end of this video to show a closer look at this one. Into the Valley Thrift Store we go. Very busy today in the section of the DVDs. Well, we'll take a look in here today and see if there's anything else different in here today. Like I said, it's very packed up and busy in here today. And what this is, Rodney Carrington, some kind of stand-up thing or something. But we'll see if they change anything out in here today. Looks like there's a few different things I'm seeing. And they had one thing in here, which I already had, but if I didn't have this, is a very good price for Magic. Only $2.99. It's sealed on Blu-ray. That's a great Anthony Hopkins movie. I feel like a lot of people miss this one with him and this ventriloquist that he talks, and these people all getting killed around him. It's a really, really cool movie. Really love this, but I have the Blu-ray already, but that's a great price, like I said, for this one. And this thing is really weird. It's like Chatter's Adventures or something, and it stars like Chatter the Chipmunk. Some strange looking thing. Crocodile Dock or something. I don't know what this is. Must be I don't know where this aired, but it's very, very strange looking. But nothing really out of print there today. Besides the Magic, that was the only thing different I saw, which had a really good price on that. Besides that though, nothing else. And today it's like a pain driving around. It's a rare sight here. It's doing some serious raining around here. And as soon as it rains, people start driving really crazy and erratic, and you really have to be really careful. But we're here at the pawn shop, and I haven't been to this one in probably a month or two. So let's see if they have anything different in here. And I finally realized that here these cases are open, so I can actually take these things out and look at them. Like every other time I was trying to look the other way and didn't realize you could actually take these out and look through them and see what they had. It's a weird tin case of some movie. Black Ops and Terminal Countdown. Never seen this one. And I have to maneuver things here because there's stuff behind here I can't see, so I have to kind of take these out and peek behind them to try and see through all this, or look there's any way I can to move around and see all these things in here. Into Walmart we go. And over here in Walmart, like I said, the main thing that came out today was the Cowabunga edition of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. I'll be showing this at the end of the video. Like I said, I'll be showing all the editions of that today. And, they have Neighbors 2 in here for $19.96. Beauty and the Beast. And the Target had the exclusive edition of that one in the book, which was pretty cool. The other things in here today was, Labyrinth, the 30th anniversary edition. That's only $14.96 in here. And they have it on DVD as well. Another thing too, this one, I don't know too much about this movie. This interrogation movie, it's a WWE movie. And then other than that, I believe this Lion King show came out today as well. Some episodes of The Lion Guard, which I saw the pilot movie for this one was okay, but didn't absolutely love that. And in here they have some of the horror movies out for Halloween. They have this new edition. It's a pretty cool new edition of Tales from the Dark Side, you know, the complete series on here. You know, I already have all these ones in the old pack, but still a pretty cool one with a new slipcover on this one, and all together for only $30, which is a pretty good price for this one. And they have some of these other ones in here, and they have the It Follows, you know, steelbook here for this. And here's some of the other releases that they have out for the Halloween season. Into fries we go. And now they've cut some of these things down to $1, like the Mafia and Crew Blu-ray in here. You know, was $4, now only $1. It's funny to see some things when they're that cheap in here. It's one of the few places that carries things for as cheap as they are. Like, the kids are all right. They seem to be sold out, but only $1.70. So they seem to continuously, you know, be lowering the prices on the things in here. So it's cool. You gotta check in here every so often because they're always cutting the prices down, it seems. And one thing that's pretty cool that just happened was I saw someone on Instagram post a picture of Freeway 2. You know, that one of those movies I've been trying to find forever on DVD. It's only $11.99 Amoeba. I ended up actually calling them up and saying, do you ship? And they said they will. So I ended up getting it for a total of like $17.99, I think, with the shipping included. You know, that's the total price for with the shipping, but it was a really good price. That thing goes for the actual US release one. The crazy prices, like sometimes it's like 80 to 100 plus, so it's like really out of print and really hard to find. So it looks like I finally have Freeway 2. I'll put a picture of it and then, you know, talk about it in one of the next shopping videos whenever it does come though, but it looks like I finally got it. But into Best Buy we go. But in here they've got a whole bunch of the, you know, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows steelbooks in here. But I'm going to show a closer look at that one too when I get home. And one of the things today too is the new edition of Twin Peaks. This is like the smaller one. This one's only $52.99. They had that one that was like a bigger edition a while back, but this is like the smaller, more condensed one. I believe this is a Blu-ray as well. I'm pretty sure this is a Blu-ray of it. Yeah, it's a Blu-ray of it. And they have this like Halloween classic sections in here. You know, they always change stuff out for Halloween time. And they have, you know, Tales from the Dark Side for only $29.99, which is really a good price for that. Really love that show. I know they changed some of the music on these releases, but still cool that they're all out. And they also have Friday the 13th, the complete series. And this is a cool scratched up slipcover on this one. Actually, wasn't a great series, but still a really cool, you know, scratched up look to this. And some of the other things in here, like Friday the 13th Uncut, Southbound. So that's pretty cool. They have out all the Halloween stuff in here now. And they have this in here, the Labyrinth. This is like the 4K one in a exclusive steelbook, so it's like an only at Best Buy one in here. That's pretty cool for this. So there is a steelbook for this, but it's only for the 4K edition, and it's $24.99 in here for that. Well, that's all for this DVD Blu-ray Tuesday shopping video today. Like I said, I'm glad it looks like I got that Freeway 2. We'll see if it ships. Like I said, I'll show it in one of the shopping videos whenever it comes, and also put a picture on Instagram as well. So, you know, follow me on Instagram too if you guys don't. I always put pictures of new things I get and all that kind of stuff on there. Now, stay tuned for my video unboxing all the editions of the new Ninja Turtles film, as well as a couple other DVD and Blu-ray reviews after that. So now let's take a look at all the editions that came out today. The first one we have here is the Target-only edition here, which has, you know, the exclusive shell packaging, which has exclusive 1 hour extra of features. We're going to open all these ones up as well and take a closer look at these. This one is the only at Best Buy exclusive steelbook release of this one. This also inside of here comes with 4 collectible masks in here. And the next one, this is the this one is the general 3D release one. So this is for everyone who has the 3D TV one in here. So this comes with the 3D edition of the film, as well as the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital HD. Now here we have the 4K release one here. So this one has on here the, you know, the 4K one, so you have to have a 4K player for this one. I actually do have a 4K TV, so very soon I'll be getting a player for that as well. I just recently got the TV in the last month. And then the other thing here, now this one is the exclusive collectible Lunchbox. This one is really cool. This one actually has in here the original film as well in this release. We're going to take a closer look at this in a second as well. And the last one here is the Walmart only edition one. This one's only available at Walmart, and this comes within here exclusive little mini Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles toys of, you know, Leonardo, Michelangelo, Bebop, and Rocksteady, and you know, and Raphael, as well as the masks in this one as well. So first now, as we looked at the editions, we're now going to open up first the only at Target edition here, which I said is inside of this really cool shell here. This is kind of like, reminds me of like the original, like that release years back of Total Recall, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. And this is a pretty cool one. It's actually like a plastic kind of shell for this. So it's like inside of here, and actually behind here has the, you know, masks in here, which are the, you know, 4 different masks. And it has a digital code in here as well. And the movies are in here in this kind of shell-like case, which opens up like this. So it opens up like this, and then inside is a green thing. And then here you have the discs here, you know, the feature film with the special features in here. And then as well as the DVD of the movie, and then the Out of the Shadows bonus disc, special bonus discs in this one. This is a bonus disc, and it's on a Blu-ray release, you know, the bonus disc. And this disc, you know, the bonus features are only available in this Target, you know, shell edition of the film. So now we'll take a look at the 3D edition. This, like I said, this is the generalized 3D one, which you can get everywhere, you know, where they have the 3D version. It has a slipcover on this one, and then, you know, like I said, this one comes with the Blu-ray 3D, the Blu-ray, the DVD, and the digital HD version of this one. So we'll take a look inside at this one and see what's inside of this edition. And in my last update, I showed the main, you know, a normal edition of the film. And inside here, it has an ad here for the some of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles action figures in here. And like I said, it has the Blu-ray 3D disc in here, the standard Blu-ray disc, and then the DVD edition of it as well. And the next one we have is the Best Buy one. This one has the reversible masks in here as well. And this is the only Best Buy Steelbook edition of this one. Really nice Steelbook on this one. Inside of here, we'll take a look and see how the Steelbook looks inside of this one. And in here, inside of it, when you take a look on the back of it, when you take the sticker off the back, here's the image that you have on the back, and it's Bebop and Rocksteady. I really like those characters in this one. You know, what's funny is, as a kid, my all-time favorite of the Ninja Turtles films was Ninja Turtles 2. Like, that was one of those ones that I watched so much. And even with this one, I liked the second film, you know, a lot more than the first one. And here's the look at the back when you take out the discs. And this one has, like I said, the Blu-ray and the you know, DVD copy. Here's a little look at the back, and it's like the one turtle character doing, you know, spray painting on the back here. I always mix up the names of them, even though I know them. Every time when I'm doing like a video, I end up mixing them all up. But this is actually a very cool one. If you guys are fans of the Steelbook and Steelbook releases, really love the look of this one. And like I said, it has the masks inside here as well. Now we'll take a look inside of the 4K Ultra HD edition. Like I said, I actually have the TV. Recently got the TV in the last month, and definitely going to be getting the player soon. Just kind of waiting for the price to go down a little bit on that one. Take a look inside of here. And I don't know if these, when it comes with you know, the digital HD one, if the digital HD code is like a you know, the 4K code, because I know on Voodoo they're starting to put the 4K ones. This is in a black case. This one I said has in here the 4K Ultra, you know, HD edition one, as well as the Blu-ray in here. This one doesn't have, though, the 3D edition one. And then now we'll take a look at this one. This one is, I'm pretty sure this one is the gift set you can get pretty much everywhere. This is not exclusive to any specific place, and this is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles bus, which is a very cool one. I actually have the original toy of this from years ago when I was a kid. Always loved this bus, and love that they, you know, brought that into the new films. So in this one, this is the bus lunchbox. Let's see how we open this one up. So don't do it wrong. We take it like this, and we'll see inside of this one. And this one here, like I said, is the Lunchbox edition. Very cool Lunchbox of this one. And inside of here, you have this one actually comes with, like I said, the masks as well. You know, the reversible mask in here, and actually comes with the standard Blu-ray release of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows, as well as the Blu-ray of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the first film, which I actually really liked that one as well. But the new one was, to me, I like that a lot more. But still really love the first film. This one is cool that this one actually comes with the original film as well in this Lunchbox edition. And the back of it, it has, you know, this picture for the back of it. And then, like I said, it's like a Lunchbox type case. Kind of like the Lunchbox they've done. Like, one of the last Lunchboxes I remember was the one for Jurassic World. Now, the last one we'll take a look at here, this one is the Cowabunga Collectible Gift Set, which has the Blu-ray, the DVD, the Turtle Mask, and 6 action figures. And this one is only available at Walmart. One of the only, you know, Walmart-only releases for this one. So we'll take a look inside of the little toys that are in here. And this has, as well as I said, the standard edition Blu-ray DVD release of this one, as well as the little mini Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures in here. So these are very cool little figures. Let me see how we get these ones out. Little teeny mini ones of them. Very cool little mini figures of this. And the, the Bebop and Rocksteady ones, and I think it's Rocksteady. I always was saying Bebop and Rocksteady. I don't even think I've been saying that right the whole time, but I've always called it that. Called them that. Like I said too, these were always my favorite characters as a kid as well. And here's a little closer look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures in here. But like I said, very cool ones. And these ones, like I said, are only available in the Walmart only edition. It was very cool though that Paramount sent these over to show all the different release ones. One of the last times I did one of these when I showed all the editions was with Noah a number of years back. And now into a couple new DVD and Blu-ray reviews. The first one I got from Sony is the 30th anniversary edition of Jim Henson's The Labyrinth. This is one that I have not watched in a really long time. Watched this again last night. Very cool movie. David Bowie is so cool in this movie. One of Jennifer Lawrence's very early films. I think one of her earliest films was the movie she did for Dario Argento, but this is like right around the same time or a year or two after. Like I said, it's hard to believe this is 30 years old now, and it has in here, this is the Digibook release, so it has a number of pictures in here about the film, facts, interviews, and all that kind of stuff inside of here, and a number of new features on here for this edition. Recording time, looking back at Labyrinth, thing on here on the Jim Henson legacy, remembering the Goblin King, a Labyrinth Q&A, as well as the original features on the old releases of this one. But the artwork on this one is so cool. If you guys have never seen this film, it's basically about Jennifer Connelly's character who, is kind of like goes out and like kind of plays kind of characters and is all about kind of dressing up and reading from a book, The Labyrinth, and kind of living in almost like a fantasy world of, believing in fairies and all these kind of creatures and stuff, and going out and kind of being out by herself, doing these kind of dress up things that she's always doing, and it's kind of like, and then getting in kind of arguments with her parents. She has a baby brother, and she's always kind of getting stuck at home watching the baby and doesn't want to do it. And the one day she's getting really mad because the little brother, the baby, is like playing with some of her dolls and this little stuffed animal she has, and she gets so angry about it. She ends up basically wishing on David Bowie's character, the Goblin King, that the baby will be taken away forever and she doesn't have to deal with him. Of course, the Goblin King comes and takes the baby away, and she gets like, oh, I didn't mean it. I didn't want that to happen. I didn't really mean when I said that. So she ends up basically going to the Goblin Land. David Bowie's character says, well, you have to try and find your brother. And if you can find your brother, you can have him back. And she has to make her way through this elaborate labyrinth maze where it's all these twists and turns and all these kind of characters. And she comes across all these weird characters along the way that are kind of always trying to mess with her and keep her from getting there. Some of them are trying to help her. And, it's also musical scenes in here. A couple of David Bowie singing, which are such good songs in this. And just like I said, really, really cool movie. Really love the release on this one. The next ones, and I think these right now are only available on the Warner website, at least at the moment. And it's so cool these catalog titles have been released. These are movies that I love so much, and it's Stephen King's It, Stephen King's Cat's Eye, and Stephen King's Salem's Lot, which are all on Stephen King's stories. It is one of my all-time favorite movies. I have watched this film so many times. I looked through this one on Blu-ray. It looks so good. And basically, if you guys don't know the story, it's about Pennywise. I'm Pennywise the dancing clown, and you're Georgie. So now we know each other. So it's Pennywise, who's the dancing clown. He's this terrible clown who throughout the years has killed these kids. And basically, kids have gone missing. In the beginning of the movie, the one boy's younger brother ends up getting taken and killed by Pennywise. And it's kind of about this town and the group of these kids called like the Losers Club, all getting kind of harassed and scared to like pretty much to death by this clown. And it's done in two parts, when they're children and then when they're adults, because they basically, the story is they do, I don't want to ruin anything, but it basically deals with them as kids and then what ends up happening to them later in their lives. And it's funny, when I first saw this as a kid, I didn't always like the second half as much when they were adults, but looking at it more now, I really like them equally. And I thought they really did a good job, too, on the casting of the adult characters. They really did look like that's how they would look when they grew up. And then, Cat's Eye is a really cool anthology film, and and Stephen King wrote, and it basically is about a number of different ones. One guy is trying to quit smoking, and these really crazy tactics of trying to quit smoking, and if he doesn't do what they say, they kind of take, basically like put his wife into this shocking room and all this crazy stuff. Other one is about this character who is trying to come into Drew Barrymore's room at night. This little tiny troll character to steal, her breath, to kill her at night, and her cat, which is kind of fighting this creature. But really, really cool ones. Look great on Blu-ray. And the last one is about a guy who moves back to this town, and there's weird things are happening in the town. It's a vampire film, and people are starting to go missing, and they're kind of looking around and trying to figure out who this is, and they're kind of like recruiting vampires. A very early vampire one, but really, really cool. It's one of those ones, too, I don't know how I watched it as a kid, because like I remember really watching it as a kid, and it's a very creepy movie. But really cool releases, and they all have commentary tracks, so they, brought over the commentary tracks. And this one has, I'm pretty sure it's a new commentary track on the Salmes Lot one, as far as I know. The next one here is from, Epic Pictures, and this one is a really cool anthology film called Tales of Halloween, and this one has on here, it's basically a horror anthology. It all takes place on Halloween in this kind of town on this one street, and all the kind of stories fit together in a way, and they all kind of fit together, and some of the characters kind of come into and play different roles and come into different spots in the film. But it has on here a number of different short stories, Sweet Tooth, and it's directed by a lot of horror directors like Dave Parker, Darren Lynn Bousman, directed some of the Saw films, Adam Garris, Neil Marsher, who directed the Descent film, Mike Mendez, who did Big Ass Spider, Lucky McGee, who did Ding Dong, and it's kind of all these different ones. And one of my favorite ones was like this guy going trick-or-treating with this kid who's kind of doing like devilish things and bad stuff to people around the town at night. And I don't know, these are a really, really well done anthology, and it's one of those things too where there's so many horror actors in here make cameos, and there's like little cameos too from people who are like all kinds of people in the horror community. But it has on here a number of different bonus short films in here, as well as deleted scenes, anatomy of scene, as well as there's little like 2-minute making ofs, like a day one little vlogs on each of the days throughout, chronicling the production of the film. But a really cool one. Would highly recommend you guys pick this out. Also pick this up if you guys are a fan of anthologies. And also has in here a the movie on Blu-ray, DVD, a bonus features disc, as well as the soundtrack for this. The next one here is from E1. It's a movie called American Conjuring, and it's basically about a group of this family that moves into this orphanage, and it's this orphanage where bad things that happen. Like in the beginning of the movie, you see all these kids getting killed. This one girl ends up killing all these girls at this party, and this kind of a bad place, and it has like some bad histories to it, and this family ends up moving into this orphanage, and of course when they get there, bad things start to happen to them. And it's actually a very cool setting. Like they actually found a really cool kind of like orphanage looking type building, and the setting really, really works good for this movie, because like when it's movies like this, it's really all about the atmosphere and the setting to where they're doing it, because some movies, they do it in a house that looks way too new and things like that, and really doesn't have a very creepy vibe to this. This one, on the other hand, really works because they found a cool location for this one, and it actually does have some creepy aspects. And I actually really did kind of like this one a lot. And like I said, this is American Conjuring, and the next one's here, and this one I'll show the inside cover, so no one says anything about the front. And it's this is, Nico B., who's the head of Cult Epics, directed this film. It's a short film called Sin, and it's basically kind of like, sort of like early type burlesque kind of dancing, it's 3 different stories. The one of them is like set in like ancient Egypt, but it's kind of has some new aspects to it as well, about these people in there. Like this woman is like killing these people. The other one, it's also definitely more for adults, because it's got some adult stuff in here. It deals with this nun, like this inappropriate relationship this nun has with this guy, and some crazy images, because it's all shot in black and white to look like a 1920s, early 30s silent film. They even put up like the silent film text and stuff like that for it, and it's actually aged very well. He did such a good job making this really feel like it's a early, like I said, late 20s, early 30s type silent film on here, and has on here though, a new HD transfer from the Super 8 film, because it was shot on Super 8 and then in black and white, and really has some crazy atmospheres too, like shots too of like this panther and stuff. But really like this one. It has on here outtakes of the film in color, the trailer in HD, and then some bonus short 8mm films on here as well. And the next one here from Coolduder as well is the exotic dances of Bettie Page. And Bettie Page, you know, was a pinup model and did a number of kind of like model spreads and things like that, as well as like some burlesque and striptease type films. And this has on here some of those films in here, 60 minutes of them. It has a brand new 2K HD restoration of them from the original 8mm films. Did a really good job cleaning these ones up here. And it has on here Bettie Page Carmen Club films, Bettie Page photo gallery in here, and then some you know, photographs from her, you know, some early photographs of Bettie Page, like the private life and photographs of Bettie Page. But, you know, if you guys are a fan of Bettie Page and, like, you know, her stripteases and those kind of things, definitely check this one out. Anyway, though, guys, that's all for the review portion of this video. Thanks again for all your support and for watching and subscribing, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!